Welcome to Just a Minute. Hello, Sue Perkins here, and as a bit of Chopin fades into the distance, I'm delighted to welcome you to our game this week. Gosh, well, we've got a lovely bunch. Please welcome Paul Merton, Lucy Porter, Gyles Brandreth and Rachel Parris. So, if you're listening for the first time, it's an incredibly easy game. All you've got to do is speak on a subject for 60 seconds without hesitation, repetition or deviation, which is simple enough, right? Well, let's see how it goes this week. Lucy, we're going to start with you, and the subject we've got on the card is my advice for a blind date. Looking forward to hearing the dating tips. Can you speak without hesitating, repeating or deviating on my advice for a blind date? And your time starts now.
My advice for a blind date is make a strong first impression. Turn up wearing an orange balaclava, a conical bra and nothing from the waist down. That's what my husband wore on our first date, and we have been together ever since. If you're on the television show Blind Date, the tip is to ask a question such as, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you... Just ridiculous.
But that was a beautiful way to start the show. Gyles, as usual, crushing hopes and dreams, coming in there. Known for it. What's your challenge, my friend?
Repetition of fruit.
Indeed, it was too fruity. And that means you have the subject, which, to remind you, is my advice for a blind date. You have 32 seconds remaining, and your time starts now.
My advice for a blind date is don't suggest a threesome on the first date. I tried this once, and there were 2 no-shows, so it went reasonably well. But when it comes to actually a blind date, I found a woolly jumper with an amusing motif really gets the conversation going. She is able to adjust her spectacles, get close to your chest and say, oh, yes, that is very droll. And then you can talk about the kind of knitting that you enjoy doing. Introducing craft at an early stage into a blind date.
I don't think we should be giving points for that. I think we should be getting a team of specialised therapists in. But nonetheless, the rules of Just a Minute are never changing. So you were speaking as the whistle went, which means you get the point. And Paul, it is now your subject. And it's this, teething problems. You've got 60 seconds on teething problems starting now.
Well, I've got a slight teething problem in that the 2 baby teeth that I have should have fallen out when I was about 8, 9, 10, something like that, but I still have them. If you come close to your radio, I'll show you, look. Do you see? And they're in the back of my mouth. Well, they could be other places, I suppose they could be in the front, but they are sort of nearer the rear end of my gob. And it's there when dentists look, they go, oh my word, I haven't seen anything like that outside of a textbook. And I said, it's true, they never really dislodged themselves as they should have done. It hasn't really been a major problem for me. It hasn't held me back in my talented show business career. I was once on a show called Too Many Teeth, and I was able to win the start. What's the matter? Who's done
Rachel.
that?
There was repetition of the word teeth.
Yes.
There was a repetition of the word teeth.
Yes.
Well done. Well, listen, Rachel. Correct
I have
challenge.
too many teeth.
Too many vestigial baby teeth. We know that now. 24 seconds remaining. Correct challenge. You get the subject, Rachel, which, to remind you, is teething problems. And your time starts now.
I've experienced teething problems in that mine have all gone out of alignment as I've got older. I had a beautiful set as a teenager, and then year by year they've gone... But what was it?
Paul, you challenged. What, pray tell, is it?
Yes, a repetition of years.
Yes.
It's fruit all over again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's yeah, exactly that.
These are what they call rookie mistakes.
It's
Teething
easy.
problems.
It's easy to make a rookie mistake like that. I think the first time I ever played the game, I started with Y-O-Y. So it's amazing I ever got asked back. Correct challenge, Paul. It comes back to you. Teething problems with 13 seconds remaining, and your time starts now.
I loved my horse, and I took him to the vet one day, and the veterinary surgeon looked at him and he said, you know what's wrong with this equine creature? I said, I've no idea. He says, look at the number of dentures that he has got in his gob. I nearly said teeth.
You got away played it. Paul, speaking as the whistle went, picked up the point. And Gyles, we're with you. Let's see. Now, your subject is, I refuse to go back to...
Huh?
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, I see, dot, dot, dot.
Yes, I refuse to go back to... I mean, there's so many places. I wonder where you'll start. I tell you where it won't be, and that's the answer, won't be Buckingham Palace. You've got 60 seconds. You've got 60 seconds, and your time starts now.
I refuse to go back to Buckingham Palace now that the King and Queen have let it be known that they will not be living there. I refuse also to go back to Downing Street, however much they press me. And they're looking for new Prime Ministers most weeks now, and consequently, they've actually reached me on the list. And I've said I'm not high enough on the pecking order, so I refuse to go back there. I also refuse to go back to that little... Oh.
Lucy.
There, repetition of there.
A little word like there.
Oh, is that too much?
Gyles, you've become childlike and desperate in your pleading. And I like it.
There's got more letters than fruit.
Absolutely that. Lucy, it's a correct challenge. Gyles doesn't like it, and that's why I'm very eager to make sure it keeps happening again and again and again. You've got 36 seconds remaining on the clock, Lucy. To remind you, the subjects I refuse to go back to. Your time starts now.
I refuse to go back to letting Gyles Brandreth get away with things, because I really have let him do a lot.
Gyles.
Repetition of let.
And it's but it's such a small word, Gyles. It's such a small word.
But it's a verb.
It is a verb.
Whereas there isn't.
Just Gyles making some sort of additional rules. No, listen, a repetition is a repetition. You're absolutely right. You've got the subject back now, Gyles, with just 29 seconds on the clock. Tell us where else you refuse to go back to, starting now.
I refuse to go back to the Cardoma coffee shop in Oxford where I first met Lucy Porter. The experience was such that it traumatised me for the rest of my life. She exuded riz and an erotic charge that has quite confused my whole life. She turned me from being an innocent boy into being...
Paul,
how much was this erotic charge?
What are you going to discover? Because this erotic charge turned me from being an innocent boy into... you would have discovered.
My erotic charge is very low these days, I'll be honest.
But this was many years... Well, not that many years ago, because it couldn't be in your case, but it was some years.
And he used the word riz, which I can't really get over.
I was going to say... Yeah, please explain riz to the people of my generation and below. No, above.
Yeah.
Riz? Well, it's as you probably know, you exude riz.
No one says riz better than you, Gyles.
No, but riz is a kind of charisma.
Yeah,
it's a vogue word from about 8 years ago. I learned it from one of my grandchildren.
Yes, it's great. Well, listen, Paul, I really appreciate you just breaking his chain of thought for a second. It was really, I think, very important to just correct the behaviour, like you might do an excitable spaniel. Do you have a challenge?
I don't have a legitimate challenge, no.
I'd just like to thank you on a personal level then, but I will unfortunately have to let Gyles... Lucy, are you OK for Gyles to continue?
I'm very excited to see where this is going, to be honest.
Yes, I mean, I think
it felt like there should be an intervention.
Yes, I think you were wise to make it at that point. 15 seconds, Gyles. Riz us all you can, starting now.
I refuse to go back to 1953, though often I yearn to, because the television then was in black and white, and I prefer colour. The coronation is what I watched in that particular year, and it was a glorious event. Yes, I refuse to go back.
Gyles was speaking as the whistle went and gets the point. And Rachel, you have the next subject. And it is the last time I made a citizen's arrest. What can you tell us? I can't wait to see where you're going to take this one. You've got 60 seconds. Last time I made a citizen's arrest. Your time starts now.
The last time I made a citizen's arrest, I didn't do a very good job. Come with me, sonny Jim, my lad, I said, in a Yorkshire accent, apparently, that I'd adopted to give myself an air of authority, which in hindsight, I don't believe it did. What have I even done? He was from that place, it turned out, which made it seem as if I was mocking him. But in fact, all I wanted was to incarcerate the man who had parked his lime bike dead centre of the pavement where I live in Balham, very close to my house. I am that person who will trawl the streets of that borough looking for people who have parked in an unruly and...
Lucy.
God, I'm so awful to say, but parked. They parked twice.
Yes, it was double parked.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's a correct challenge, repetition, and you did brilliantly there, Rachel. You spoke for a total of 43 seconds. That was fantastic. My maths is correct, leaving you with just 17. Lucy, you have the subject. The last time I made a citizen's arrest, starting now.
The last time I made a citizen's arrest was in the Cardoma coffee shop in Oxford when a young boy accosted me. He was wearing a bright sweater and he was wanting to know about my erotic charge. I said, it's 3 and 6 to you, Sonny Jim. And he's...
That narrative ended nicely. I enjoyed that. Well done, Lucy. You were speaking as the whistle went. You get the point, and that's the end of the round. Let's have a look at some of those vital scores, and I know that is the reason that so many of you tune in. I know my mum Anne is so keen to always find out round on round exactly where everyone stands numerically. So this one's for you, Mum. In third place, we have Rachel. In second place, we have Paul. And in joint lead, we have Lucy and Gyles. Lucy, we're back with you again. And your subject's going to be, I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Let's see what your detective skills are like. Can you speak for 60 seconds without hesitating, repeating or deviating on I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes? And your time starts now.
I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes today by taking a lot of cocaine and being rude to my housekeeper. I was wearing a deerstalker hat at the time, as I generally do in the mornings. I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes when I challenged my husband to tell me the whereabouts of the chocolate eclair I had been saving and looking forward to as a treat. He claimed ignorance, but I could see from his satisfied grin and his creamy chops that the culprit stood before me. I drew myself up to my...
Oh, Rachel.
Bit of hesitation.
Yes.
Tiny. That was a great start.
I was about to say I drew myself up to my full height, and then I realised how ridiculous that is as a concept.
Correct challenge. Rachel, you've got 20 seconds left on the subject, which, to remind you, is I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes, starting now.
I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes as I desperately searched for any form of deviation or hesitation in Lucy Porter's monologue, which was going on for a good length of time and entertaining people, and I didn't have any wish to ruin it. However, with great alacrity and with great... What does alacrity mean?
Speed. Yeah, you were absolutely... Yeah,
That was correct use, wasn't it?
It was a shot in the dark, I'll be honest.
It was the perfect choice of words. Unfortunately, there was a repetition, I believe, Giles. You want to illuminate us?
Great.
Indeed,
Great.
there was. And in classic Giles style, 2 seconds remain. Okay, so 2 seconds remaining on the subject of I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes, starting now.
The last time I made a citizen's arrest, I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes.
Paul challenge.
Hesitation. I only said that to see the look on Giles's face.
His jaw almost detached like an... what is it? Is it an anaconda? Who does the eating and who does the crushing? Which one detaches its jaw?
I was frightened I was actually going to have a stroke.
We don't want that for you.
That's very sweet.
I don't want any ill to come to you, but I do really like it when we really mess around with you. I mean, just for the facial expression alone, I'm going to give Paul a point. But I would like Paul to describe it, because I don't really have the words. But he did sort of seem to detach his bottom jaw.
Yeah, it was like his jaw was on a bungee jump.
So, with 1 second to go, you get the subject back, Giles, which, to remind you, is I channeled my inner Sherlock Holmes, and your time starts now.
Dr. Watson turned to me and he said...
Fantastic stuff. Speaking as the whistle went, gets the point. And Giles, you're up next. What have we got? Your subject is... Are you ready for this?
Yes?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Would you like me to repeat that?
Well,
You're determined to induce this stroke, are you?
Well, he only has to say it twice, and that's the minute up.
Yeah. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Okay.
I mean, I know you'll have something on it. Particularly if Queen Camilla has ever met a woodchuck, in which case you'll be ashamed. You've got 60 seconds on how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood starts now.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? My first ever blind date was with a Canadian lumberjack known as a Jackie because she was female, and I enticed her by asking her that very question. And we had an amusing evening discussing how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. And she said to me, I know another tongue twister, which I could play with you. And I said, oh, is the one that begins red leather? And she said, yes, and then yellow of a different kind. And so we had a lot of fun. I told her about the first time I appeared on the BBC. It can't have happened.
It's happened,
No,
Charlie.
it didn't. It was an aberration. I plead guilty.
Yes, well, listen, Paul, honestly, your buzzing skills there were extraordinary, so...
Well, they weren't. It was so obvious. I mean, honestly.
Not that obvious to all of us, Giles.
No, clearly not.
So, just... It's such a shame this isn't televised. Just simply... Just Giles's facial expressions alone.
That's worth the licence fee alone.
It really is. OK, so your
repetition,
challenge...
can I say repetition of B?
Yes, you can. That indeed is the correct challenge. You get the subject now, which, to remind you, is how much wood would woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And it starts now.
The British Broadcasting Corporation is a fine institution. It started in 1922, and when we think about woodchucks...
Oh, Gyles.
The British Broadcasting Company started in 1922.
He's right, yes.
The British Broadcasting Corporation came 2 years later.
No, he's right. He's absolutely right.
Oh, that is savage.
I give it to Giles. I want to hear more about the BBC. I'm ready and waiting. The chances are he's forgotten.
Oh, it's like watching a David Attenborough film with two old lions going at each other. Just a load of gazelles trotting past going, oh, we seem to be in luck today. Giles, I know you're excited. You've got it back. It's yours. 14 seconds on... I can't believe I've got to say it again. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Starting now.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood was set to music by Chuck Berry in about 1967. And I remember the way it went. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
No, sorry, we've got to stop this. Well, it's deviation. Chuck Berry never wrote such a song.
I think we can give Giles the comedic licence of that, but I agree, the sound
You're right,
of
it wasn't Chuck Berry, it was Mary Berry.
I'm going to say that was a great intervention, Paul, because we didn't need to hear Giles ever singing, but it wasn't a correct challenge in the rules of just a minute, which means he does get the subject back. I'm going to plead to your better judgment not to ululate in that manner again. 2 seconds remaining, starting now.
When you have teething problems, saying how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a...
And finally, Rachel, we're with you, and your subject, which is Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper... No, it isn't. It isn't that. Your subject is, my phone knows too much about me. Yeah, indeed. All right. I think we can all relate to that. Can you speak for a minute on my phone knows too much about me, starting now?
My phone knows too much about me, which is evidenced every day when the algorithm shows me the most beautiful, colourful floral dresses which are right up my street, holidays to the Caribbean which I cannot afford but would like and enjoy just watching on the screen, very funny videos which appeal exactly to my sense of humour, and that means I scroll and scroll and Oh my God! It's as if I don't know what this game is.
It's on the BBC.
If only somebody could tell us when that was founded. Again, just going so beautifully for such a long time.
It's when I let myself relax.
Never do that.
Never do that.
Keep everything taut.
Yeah. I'm clenching right now.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Gyles. From gullet to rectum, he is ramrod.
A rigid man.
Yes, it was a correct challenge. Well done, Paul. You've got 34 seconds on the subject, which is my phone knows too much about me. Starting now.
I haven't got one.
You're quite analogue. I love that about you. You must have one, but is it an old school one? Not.
I used to have one in the 90s when they first came out, and I lost it, and I didn't miss it. When a phone was just a phone, and I
Yes.
never bothered since.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
But I'm at a disadvantage when it comes to this particular subject. I didn't want to lie.
No, I mean, that's the thing about you. You will just say your piece, and you did in 2 seconds, and then you were correctly challenged by Lucy for...
I knew he didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
So I just anticipated it might be brief, to be
It
honest.
was
So I'm
brief.
going to say probably hesitation.
Right, that's a correct challenge, Lucy. Well done. 32 seconds. You've got the subject. My phone knows too much about me, starting now.
Technically, your phone doesn't know anything about you. It's the people who control your phone who have information. So I suspect the Chinese government have a working knowledge of the number of times I Google, "Does my cat love me?" And they are probably laughing it up. The Kremlin is probably thinking...
Rach.
Probably. Repetition of probably.
Yes, it was a
Probably.
repetition of probably. I love the Kremlin just devoting its time to laughing at your cat. If only they did, the world would be a happier place. It's a correct challenge, Rachel. Back with you. Of course, it's my phone knows too much about me, starting now.
My phone knows far too much about me, as evidenced when it asks me day and night.
Well done. Speaking as the whistle went means that you get the point. And the end of that round, let's have a look at the scores. Rachel is in 4th. 3rd, we've got Lucy. In 2nd, we've got Paul. And just 1 point ahead, Mr. Gyles Brandreth. Right, we're going to canter into round 3 with you now, Lucy. And on the card, your subject is sorry to bother you. What can you say on sorry to bother you? Your time starts now.
Sorry to bother you is a phrase I use far too frequently, along with no worries if not. It put an end to my career as an armed robber because I would go into a bank and say, "Sorry to bother you, but could I have all your money, please?" And they would simply say no.
Gyles.
Repetition of say.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little word.
It is a little word.
Not verby, is it?
Say is a verb, yes, to say is a verb. Unlike there, T-H-E-R-E. I mean, it's neither here nor there. I was just,
It is
going by the
verby,
rules
yeah.
of the game, that's all.
There's a little word, and sometimes we gloss over, but sometimes, we get people on who really embrace the more gladiatorial spirit of the game, don't we? Some people for whom it means just so much more than a light-hearted panel show.
You get the feeling with some people it's the highlight of their life.
It's a tough challenge, but listen, Lucy is an incredibly experienced, brilliant player of the game, so I think we have to hold her to a high standard. 39 seconds, Gyles. It is all yours, and it's sorry to bother you, starting now.
Sorry to bother you, but I'm looking for a blind date, and you seem to be somebody who might be interested in that. I noticed that you were having teething problems, and I happened to have some dentifix about me, and I thought possibly I could assist you. I heard about this on the British Broadcasting Corporation's marvellous medical programme, which they're hoping to put on television with excerpts from Just a Minute, because the facial contortions of some of the contestants imply they may be sickening for something. Sorry to bother you, but I'd love to tell you that you are physically so attractive that I'm in a state of some convulsions here. It's a problem for me, and I know that I should be going to medical advice for this.
Gyles is speaking as the whistle went, which means he gets the point. And with that, we move into the final round. Paul, this is on the card. I couldn't believe what Sue Perkins said about... ... I worry where this one might go. Can you speak for 60 seconds on the subject? I couldn't believe what Sue Perkins said about... Your time starts now.
I couldn't believe what Sue Perkins said about gluten-free bread. For me, it didn't seem to be a particularly annoying subject, but somehow it gets underneath her skin. She goes into baker shops and she asks them if they've got particular dough described by me just a moment ago, and they say, yes, we have. There's a whole shelf of it there. She says, I shall take the lot. She grabs hold of the produce, she runs out to the street and she kicks it right up the arse. And have you ever seen anybody kick a loaf?
Oh, no, mistake.
Yes.
It was kicks and followed by kicks.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, it was.
I was thrown by the vulgarity of one of the words. But I accept it was a mistake on my part. Absolutely.
Rachel?
Was there repetition of loaf, though?
No, I don't think there was.
Sorry.
There
I
might
thought
have
I'd
been.
just creep that one in
Yeah.
on the back of Gyles.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
Never creep anything in on the back of Gyles. I'm just going to say that. It's an incorrect challenge, so you get the subject back, Paul. 32 seconds remaining on I couldn't believe what Sue Perkins said about starting now.
I couldn't believe what Sue Perkins said about Gyles Brandreth before the recording tonight. She said, there's something about his animal magnetism that draws me towards him like a moth to a flame. I want to be embraced in his big, manly arms and be taken all the way to St. Albans and back. It's something about his sexual charisma that drives me absolutely wild. I can't get enough of him. When I see him on television, I say to myself, there is a god, an Adonis, somebody that should be admired. Statues should be put up.
May I give all the points I've accrued so far to Paul?
You may not. You must deserve them. But that was fantastic from you, Paul. You were speaking as the whistle went. I have to just take you up on one little thing. It wasn't St Albans, it was Rickmansworth.
Yes.
Just want to be clear on that because, you know, as you say, we like to be honest. So that was the last subject, final round. And that means we're due for some scores. It's a really tightly fought contest, actually, this week. Rachel is in 4th place. Just ahead is Lucy. And just ahead is Paul. And 1 point ahead is today's winner, Mr. Gyles Brandreth. And then, my lovelies, we have to leave you. But first of all, I'd really like to thank all the players of today's game. Paul Merton, Lucy Porter, Gyles Brandreth and Rachel Parris. And of course, we thank the legends of this game, Ian Mester and Nicholas Parsons. Big thanks to Katie Baum for blowing the whistle so magnificently. The producer was Georgia Keating, and it was a BBC Studios production for Radio 4. And this is me, Sue Perkins, saying thanks ever so for listening, wherever you are. And please do join us again the next time we play Just a Minute.